Right, as you can sense, this is the serious end of the evening. One or two people up here know their opponents. Grudge is a word being thrown around, and who knows? There've been some spicy press conferences over the last 30 odd years in boxing. Mike Tyson taking a lump out of Lennox Lewis's leg one day in the basement of Madison Square Garden about 25 years ago. I was there that night, and we went downstairs, and Lennox took his kecks off, and he didn't tell us he was commando. That's a true story. He took his kecks off in front of us to show us the bite that Tyson had stuck on his thigh, and he was standing there in all his glory pointing at it, the bite. That's a true story, yeah, Lennox. But another thing, some of those Derek Chisora, David Hay things, you know, when they were both in the cage, I particularly liked that. I thought it was entertaining. So we've got the men lined up here. We've got 3 men fighting 3 other men. The men on my left are fighting the men on my right. I'm going to start on the outside and work my way in because it might work best that way. Chris.
Hello,
what sort of injury? Thanks for coming along, mate, and thanks for being so patient. You've been down the front applauding all the way through. Chris, what sort of injury was it?
It was I broke my septum sparring and had a blood clot behind it. So
that's serious.
Stay in hospital
and how long have you been out? How long were you out with that?
Training a month, sparring 2 months. And then edged it back in to see if it was going to go again, but it's sound.
And the doctors are giving you an all clear?
Yeah, I got it all clear pretty quick. Healed up well after having the clot drained and whatnot. And then managed to squeeze in a title fight before this one as well. So coming off the back of a...
So back properly?
Yeah, back fully.
Injured boxers, nothing wrong with that at all. Zach, down the end, how are you?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, Zach. Do you know much about Chris?
I don't. I know he's coming off the back of a win, and the back of a win of his title fight that he's just had.
Yeah.
But apart from that, not really much at all. I know he's a bit further south than I am. I'm from Croydon. He's from down the coast, I think. Is that right, Chris?
Northampton, a bit more north.
Northampton. Oh, the other way.
What, Northampton in the Midlands? I'm banned from Northampton. No, I am.
I think I might be some places.
If you Google it, I'm banned from Northampton. No, it's fucking true. I'm sorry for swearing. I'm banned from a city. No, the Radio Northampton officially told me I was banned. I got death threats in Northampton on their site. And it's in, you think someone here Google it for God's sake. There was a problem with my son playing rugby and there was an altercation and it made all the national press. One of the rugby players from Northampton School for Boys spat on my wife. Yeah, spat on my wife.
Yeah, I'd be banned.
Spat on my wife. That'd be right, won't it? Can you imagine getting out the ring and someone spitting at your wife's feet? That was bad. So I got in trouble. I talked about it and I got in trouble. So I'm actually banned from Northampton. But you people are the nicest people I've ever met from Northampton because the others, bastards, they are. Unbelievable. Whew, it's thrown me. That's brought back all terrible memories. Zach, what made you get into boxing? What made you walk out from wherever you were and said, you know what, I fancy getting it on the chin?
So what it was, one of my mates who's fought for Danny for a very long time, his name's Danny Anderson, he got me into it. And I started off with the white collar scene and with the head guard, 16-ounce gloves. I was intentionally only supposed to do the one. That's all I ever wanted to do. And then after that, I just got the buzz for it and I couldn't stop.
It's that buzz, it's that adrenaline. We've heard about that all night long on this top table, saving people and giving them that buzz and that adrenaline. Big Sam, look at that belt in front of you. The Big Sam's got the belt. How many have you had now, Sam? How many bouts?
I've had 3 bouts.
I've seen one of them. I missed the other one. You got the belt. So you're going into the ring, Clapham Ground, as the defending champion? Yeah? I'm going to talk to Michael in a moment, but what has Michael got to do to take that belt from you on November the 17th?
So it's going to be hard. He's going to have to knock me out. Like,
yeah.
Talking shit, you're not going to knock out shit.
Mike, have you definitely got a belt as well?
I'll smack that beard off ya.
I'll stand there, ask him.
I'll smack that ginger beard off ya.
So Michael's come here today thinking it's for
Belt's
his
on my
belt.
side.
Yeah, hey, Dan. So whose belt we fighting for? Mine or his? Because there you go.
It's on my side though.
There you go. He's beltless, yeah.
So
I give him a belt.
It's on my side.
So Mike, let me get this right. let me get this right. Sam's been sitting down in front of that belt. I've been praising him through the roof, and all the time it's your belt.
It is my belt. It's my belt.
The closest, this is what I'm saying. There's only one.
It's my belt.
He's a
Well,
fraud.
Mike,
You're gonna get knocked out.
Sam, if I could just get a second, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Big Sam. What's Big Sam got to do to actually get his hands on that belt and
I've
call it
already
his
got
own?
it.
He needs to
I've
buy
already
a
got
new
it.
one because he's not taking my one.
So the only way he gets it is by buying one.
I've already got
If he
it.
can buy one off that,
I've already got it.
Listen, if it's mine, it's staying mine. I'm telling you.
I
I've
mean,
already got it, haven't I? So
well,
rude.
you've got it in front of you.
He's keeping it warm for me, innit?
Without Colleen Rooney here to solve things, because she seems to be good at solving things, how have you managed to get his belt, which he says, I mean, that's just straightforward. If I went in the Kazi wearing this coat and you came out wearing my coat, that would be theft. How have you managed to get his belt?
They know the rightful champion, that's all.
It
Mike,
doesn't,
oh,
it doesn't
seriously?
matter whose belt it is. It doesn't matter because once I beat Chris in November...
Shut up talking that rubbish,
once I
bruv.
beat
Shut
Chris
up
in
talking
November,
all that rubbish.
I'm going to fight one of these in March and it's going to be my belt. So it doesn't matter whose belt it is. It's going to be mine.
Bruv, you got a glass jaw. You're not touching shit.
We're gonna unify the belts in March, as it is November the 17th. It's fucking.
You'll still be laying down from November, mate.
What I'm saying is, I'll deal with him on the 17th.
You won't deal with
Have a little
shit.
break and then deal with him on the 17th.
You're gonna get knocked out in the second round.
Chris on the 17th.
He knows what time it is anyway.
Mad.
Right.
Yeah.
I think.
Talking all that shit, you're gonna get knocked out.
No, listen. I hear what I'm saying. I'm undefeated.
You're gonna be hitting the
I'm
canvas.
undefeated.
Yeah, but
listen.
you've been fighting nobodies. You've been fighting nobodies.
And you're going to be one of them nobodies.
But you've not
And
fought no one my
You're going
movement.
to be one of them nobodies.
Yeah, I'm going to be one of them nobodies that knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to smack the beard off you. I'm going to smack that beard off you. You've got nothing.
I'm going to deal with
You've got no power, no speed, no movement. You've got nothing. You've got nothing. I'm going to smash the face off you. You've got absolutely nothing.
Listen,
Like,
I've
what
never
you
lost
gonna
on the
do?
road.
You've got nothing. You've got no power, no speed. What?
I've never lost in the ring.
Never lost.
You've got no power, no
I'm
speed.
not
You're
trying
going to
to
get
lose.
knocked out.
Understand?
You're going to get knocked out.
I'm never going to
Steve, can I
lose.
just...
You are going to lose. You're going to lose on November
I was gonna
17th.
come up here and just say,
You're going to lose on November 17th.
Just,
You're going to get knocked out.
Shh, guys, just for a sec. Just
You're going to
interject.
get knocked out.
Just 1 second, Big Sam.
But before we sat you all down, the grudge match was the fellas either side of me and Steve. What the fuck has happened here?
I don't even have to say anything.
That's the come. Right, you know, and I might just park for a second. I might just park the Big Sam and the Mike thing for a second. And I've got to tell you, if I'm on this table, the man who I'm getting, if I was on this table, I'd be getting annoyed if I was Chris down the end, who seems to have been overlooked by everybody. By the way, he's got to fight Zach. Zach's already won the title in March by knocking out one of you two. For
Everyone
another
can
someone
dream,
knocking
man.
out
Shit.
mine at home.
Hey,
So the-
he,
so now-
he might have fought nobodies, but I'm the next somebody. See you later.
That's not bad.
You ain't fighting
Whoa, a
nobody. You're going to
dramatic
get
exit.
knocked out. You're going to get knocked out, Zach, mate.
I see a
Absolutely
runner.
knocked out. You got a
I
glass
didn't hear
jaw.
what he said, but it don't even matter.
No, it was,
You got a glass jaw, Zach.
Zach's made a point. So now we're going to move. Now we're going to move to a fight that's a grudge match. I know that sounds like a joke after what we've just had, but in this fight, it's a grudge match. I've got Louis on my left and I've got Lawrence on my right. Now I'm going to ask the pair of you to do. If Louis can tell me why it's a grudge match, stop, take a breather. Then you can tell me why it's a grudge match, stop, take a breather, and then all five of you can pile in with loads of bollocks. But first of all, if you don't mind me saying so, we'll do it normal. Louis, why is it a grudge match?
Taking that, yeah, Lawrence, let's make sure your last one of 2 rounds, like your last fight is serious.
Hit the mic.
Give all them tickets you're gonna sell, yeah, make your fans got something to watch here. Don't stop again. 2 rounds. Nah, come on, bro.
All right,
Give me something.
all right, Louis, that's not bad. So he said you've got the last 2 rounds. All your fans that come, you got to help them out. Your version, your version of
And
events.
that's where he's already gone wrong, because he's overlooking me. Bring the same energy that you got now.
This is my after party, man. Get my beer out. It's my after party, bro.
I'll do my talking in the ring.
Get the champagne out. My after party.
Huh?
This is my after party. Get the champagne.
Alright, cool. That's what I'm saying.
After that, yeah, I have been at these sort as well. How about that? Oh,
Huh?
we're gonna get stopped quick turn.
So, Lawrence, you say he's overlooking you, but did he overlook you in the first fight? Or did you get it wrong in the first fight? You got it. What
I
you,
got it
what
wrong
you
in the
gonna do
first
to
fight.
correct the first fight? Is go now, then you'll go. Go on, Lawrence.
Train like I didn't do last time.
Louis, he says.
Let's hope you're
he
training
says in
this
the
time.
first fight. Louis, he says in the first fight he didn't train.
Every fight you've had, you've struggled.
Bro, I've won.
Big
Have you
time.
won? Have you won yet? You got better L's,
Big
man.
time.
Better L's. Have you
Big-
won yet?
big time.
Talk to me when you won. You
Big
shouldn't even
time.
deserve this fight yet. You ain't even won yet.
And I've run through my guys like nobodies.
Michael, you still here? It's a
that?
delight to have you still.
What are you talking shit for?
This guy wants beans with them waffles, man. I'm gonna smack them titties off him.
Damn! You're gonna get knocked the fuck out. Them big ears, bruv. I'm gonna knock
Big
the
ears.
shit
Listen, out of you. everything on mine's big. Everything. It's
Yeah?
all big.
Yeah?
It's all big.
Sweet, you're gonna get knocked the fuck
Trust me,
out.
you're gonna
though.
get these iron balls.
You're getting knocked the fuck out.
Saying to you.
I think we can agree. I think we can agree. After the 10-year-olds at the start of the night and some unbelievable stories all along, we saved the best for last. Because this mob here are a particularly, and I mean this in the nicest way, a particularly unpleasant bunch of bastards. And I can sense it. I can sense what Chris is thinking down the end. I know what Michael's thinking. I can see exactly what Lawrence is
Michael.
doing. I know what Louis is trying. Big Sam's straightforward.
As you said,
And
Louis
Zach has
trying.
left the building. I know what he means as well. I tell you what,
pussy.
Luke, let's get a round of applause for all of the ones up here and all the ones down there.
My belt. My belt.
My belt, he says. Go on, Vern. Close the proceedings, baby.
Do you know, I don't know about you people, but I'm sensing a prize fighter here. I'm feeling a prize fighter come in March. All of these big talkers, one calling him about his titties, the other one saying he's got a ginger beard and all this shit that's going around. Danny, wherever you are, mate, in March, a prize fighter. Let's see where their bollocks are. All of them put £50 into the pot.
Let's go.
How's
Let's do it.
that?
Make it £100. Let's do it.
Whoa. The geezer up there that buys his bras in Marks and Spencer's, he reckons he wants to put £100 a pot. Are you up for that?
I'm gonna win it. I'm
Are
gonna
you
win
up for
it.
that? Oh, here we go. Hang on.
I put 300. 300.
Everything about Michael is big.
in.
Everything.
We are going
What are you
all in,
putting for it?
ladies and
£200.
gents.
I'm gonna knock you out.
So,
You're not
Stop
gonna win,
right there.
Buckle.
let's call it. We've worked it out. Dan, this is sorted. They're all going to put £200 in a pot. He's now shit himself because that's about 3 weeks' dole money. You've got to stop having those silly haircuts for that sort of money. We're all going to put a couple of £100 in a pot. We're going to have a prize fighter for the lot of you. Louis Gom's thinking, what the fuck have I got into here? Only popped out for a pint of milk. That's where we're going to go with it. Ladies and gentlemen, you lot have been brilliant to these guys. You've all been brilliant. The legend that really is Mr. Steve Bunce. I love him to bits. He's brilliant, yeah. Makes my life brilliant.
Right, head to head.
Head to heads, then the interviews.